I've been studying an amazing work by Richard Rudd called The Gene Keys, and something that keeps coming up for me is this idea of enrichment. So what does it mean to practice enrichment? How can we enrich our moments? How can we enrich our lives? And it has all of these layers to it. It speaks to this idea of prosperity at the deepest of levels for each person. What does prosperity mean? Coming into the abundance of our spirit, the abundance of our heart, the abundance of our creativity, allowing that to be expressed in our world. It speaks to well-being, not just as something to be practiced in the evenings or the weekends, but an attitude, a way of being with all of our moments. And so this idea of enrichment for me is really about bringing all of those aspects of who we are, what makes us sing, what makes us come alive, and breathing it through into all of the different aspects of our life. And as human beings, we find that there'll be places within our lives where enrichment flows really beautifully and easily. And there'll be other places where it feels stuck, where it feels hard work, where it feels absent. And so the idea of enrichment is not a sort of, let's judge how enriched all of our moments are, but as a sense of, what's required here? How can I bring this same energy or love of, life to this aspect of my life, which doesn't feel as enriching? And if it's not possible, if it's kind of showing me that this isn't enriching for me, how do I course correct? How do I become creative and resourceful and step outside of fear and look to what I can step into, what could be a new choice, a new conversation, a new ask, a new request. And so enrichment is something that I think is something that teaches us that really beautiful kind of learning of finding the joy in the simple things, finding the joy in all of our moments. And so it's a really, really wonderful teaching. I've been placing it on Post-it notes around my workspaces, my living spaces, and just bringing this as a reminder that I don't need to compartmentalize my joy, my purpose, my contribution, my happiness into different bits of my life. That let's see if we can roll out all of those things into all aspects. And then it's a practice, because there's it hasn't gone there, it's not working there. What can I do? How can I tend to this aspect? How can I come forward more? What is it that I'm holding back on? What is it that I'm afraid of? And apply this as a practice in our lives. So maybe take the teaching of enrichment with you today. If you're interested in the Gene Keys, do check out the book and the courses. It's wonderful work, deep contemplative work, which I really recommend. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.